Okay, we are connected. Twitch has loaded. Okay. Game is good, all is good. So I'll have to wait to see when somebody comes in, so it's not just me talking to you or me to myself.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't think my picture thing is no, yeah, it is. Never mind.
It is? Okay.
Never mind. It was lagging.
So that is, yeah, we did go a little, okay. Well, let's just look at some of the notes and stuff while we, oh god, Bunny. Okay. Phone call from Ashton, reminding her of Zachary's movie premiere. Thanks, Bunny. Spell photos. Okay.
Very vaguely remember what's going on.
Yeah, I don't really remember either, to be honest.
I don't know where we're at.
What's going on? I don't know. Yeah, there was this stuff
okay,
with
that's
Zach.
That's where we're at.
Hannah met Zachary, a freelance photographer from Luxury Living, an interior design magazine. He's tasked to interview Hannah and to take pictures of the mansion and its new owners. What should have been a professional meeting ended up being friendly and perhaps too personal. Yeah, she was flirting with him pretty damn hard. I was like, damn, girl, you thirsty right now. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was really bad. Okay, sorry. It still doesn't tell me, like, I have viewers on my OBS, but it probably does on my Twitch. So.
Yeah, I think it does.
The cutest character, I'd probably say Isabella. Would you say Isabella? I think she's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Isabella. Let's say Isabella.
Because everybody else kind of has a different aesthetic. Like, she's just kind of precious. Hannah's got the more, you know, mature kind of vibe, I guess. Marianne's literally kind of like a mom. Well, Rebecca's the mom, actually.
Yeah, Rebecca's the mom, Marianne.
She's a more business lady vibe. Like, yeah, everybody kind of has their own little, yeah, and Luke's just an asshole.
Yeah, just the biggest asshole.
And Zach is the cinnamon roll. I mean, they may end up dying by the time I'm done. I'm not sure.
Depends on what we
so
pick.
we're like already a route and a half in, and
it's fine.
There's
still plenty of time to kill somebody.
Yeah, right. So I'm probably gonna like die multiple times because the quick time events, but it's fine. All right,
yeah, I can't help you. Sorry.
I guess I'll just go ahead and read, and hopefully there's no lag on your end, and then we'll go from there. All right. Entering the dining hall causes me so much confusion. It is dark. For a moment, I thought the electric work is not up to par. But that clearly is not the case, as every other room is bright with artificial light. Finding the light switch is a monumental task, considering the size and my unfamiliarity with the room. To make matters worse, the darkness grants the room a different atmosphere, eerie and frightening. It takes longer than I thought to find the switch, something that will have to be rectified later on. My skin starts to prickle, and there is the distinct feeling of being watched. It unsettles me, and only spurs me on in my search. When I do open the lights, there is a hiss.
I'll turn the lights down, woman.
Oh, god damn it. I wasn't expecting him, actually. There, at the end of the hall, is my beloved, drunk as hell husband. With his face in one hand and a glass in the other. Perhaps I can let it go if it's only one glass of wine. I'm pretty sure he's had more than one.
And I don't think there's any green wine either.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah, he's a spoiled rich boy. However, I can feel myself go livid after seeing the toxic green liquid gleam mockingly at me. It literally looks like poison.
Luke, what? It does.
Are you drinking absinthe?
I guess that's absinthe.
You know what the doctor said. Absinthe, Luke. Are you actively trying to kill yourself? Because if you are, we can just hit you with a bloody car.
I'm sure you got enough of those. Really expensive ones, too.
Honeybee, Buttercup, not too loud, please. Besides, it's Lelouch, not too strong. Just hair of the dog that bit me.
What?
Helps with the hangover, dears.
What? I don't get this reference.
I don't either.
You drank? When?
This morning, love. Don't be mad. I just needed a few drinks, having to deal with those simpletons. And maybe I had one too much.
Mm-hmm. One too much. Mm-hmm. Likely story.
You don't see me whinging about you needing me to handle them on my own.
I had to attend the photo shoot and interview with Luxury Living. You know that.
She also, you know, aka flirting with Zach is what she means.
Let's not make this about me, Luke. This is about you and your drinking problem and...
Oh, I don't know, Hana, darling. What if my drinking problem, as you like to call it, is linked to you?
Damn.
If
Rude.
you think about it that
Rude.
way, this discussion is about you. That was pretty mean of you, leaving me alone to do all the work like that. You can't use the interview as an excuse either, honey. I was informed the moment your little interview was done. So, what was it then, What were you doing?
Damn. Do I lie? Do I lie or do I...
I wouldn't lie to him. It's like, I was with Zach. That's who interviewed me.
I was talking with Zachary.
Oh, he's probably not gonna like that.
Luxury Living.
Yeah, he didn't like that. It's fine.
Fuck him anyway.
I know, right? I have no reason to tell lies. It's not like I'm guilty of anything. I mean, she was kind of flirting, but like... that doesn't mean he has to be rude. But as Luke's expression turns, he makes me feel like I actually am to blame for something. He has a way of making me laid bare with just a look. That had really struck me when we first met years ago.
That giant Negro?
Whoa.
You racist bastard.
Back and it was with him?
What are you implying?
I'm implying nothing. I'm just worried. You know better than to trust those media types, Buttercup.
What do you mean, media types?
He must have been really friendly to occupy your time like that.
Oh my god. Listen.
But all he's looking for is his next big headline.
He's a photographer for an interior design magazine.
Doesn't matter. You let one little thing slip, one wrong move, and it'll blow up in the telly in the morning. He'll go to his journalist friends to gossip and make a quick quid.
His eyes were the first thing I noticed about him. They were like nature, the grass and the trees, wonderful and breathtaking. Now, as I look at him, they're nothing but the same shade of green as the bloody damn drink in his hand.
He was a perfect gentleman, Luke.
They're a little darker than the drink, but... yeah, toxic.
I can't say the same for you as of recent.
Still a toxic green.
Excuse me again?
Excuse you is right!
Anna.
No, I am pretty sure we were talking about you and your drinking problem, Luke, right?
Hangover forgotten during the course of his little spat, the man jumps to his feet and seethes. It looks like he is barely stopping himself from throwing the nearest thing he can find.
Oh, it is not a problem. I can stop whenever I want.
That's what
they all say that.
That's what they all say.
And even if it was, I think you can very well stay out of it, as it only affects my own kidneys or liver or whatever the bloody hell that shite pollutes.
Oof.
Whatever aftermath that occurs because of your little chit-chat with the Negro affects the both of us, however.
Look, Luke, nothing will happen. You have to relax. It was just a friendly chat.
Well, now I think I'm getting jealous. Or I would be if it weren't for this damn headache.
Maybe you should drink more.
Maybe.
Oof. Oof. That's an awkward dinner right there. Awkward, how to make your dinner awkward 101 with this family right here. Supper is...
Oh, keep drinking more.
Whew. Supper is spent in silence with nothing but the occasional sound of silverware. A grand feast has been served. Well, grander than usual anyway, most likely due to Luke's complaints of stress. I mean, that looks pretty grand to me. I don't know what.
Yeah.
A platter of native oysters for starters, and tranche of turbot with purple sprouting broccoli, lemon, capers, and anchovy sauce for mains. Okay. To finish it all off, black tea.
That looks good.
That looks wonderful. And golden syrup sponge. That sounds lovely. With custard. Oh. When our appetites are appeased and the plates are cleared away, Luke stands, kisses me goodnight, and leaves me to stare at my half-empty cup. Oof. We should have called this episode Oof.
Yeah, big oof.
Big oof.
Big oof.
Lonely in the lull of night, I sit in a house too big and too empty, foreign and unwelcoming. Even with its warm tone and homely decor, it feels cold. There is no need for tears, however. I know I can get through this like every other obstacle I have faced before. This is a minor setback in what I hope will be a long and happy life. Actually, Bunny, this is not set, like, way back in the past. They're just in a mansion that's kind of ancient, so it looks kind of old. To remind myself that this place is for Luke and for our future children fills me with a renewed vigor. Besides, it looks like someone is having a cry already.
Shit.
Oof. The
Oh,
wailing is far away and muffled. I don't like that. Yet at the same time, it shakes me to my very core as I hear it. As if the suffering is just standing right beside me. This house is just suffering incarnate, so...
It is.
Hearing it sends a chill down my spine and makes my skin prick. Oh my god, makes my skin prickle with goosebumps. Who is that? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh god, no.
Oh wait. Oh no.
Oh, you know! You asshole, you know!
Oh, but I don't remember though!
God damn it. Oh, I hate that sound so much.
I don't remember what to do.
Curiosity sinks in as I follow the sorrowful sound. I can't even talk. Sound into the kitchen. And into the wine. Oh no, don't go in. Don't go in there. The wine cellar hatch. No.
Hello? Is anybody down there?
Why do they always ask that? I am curious and concerned, but there is no way I'm going down into a dark and humid underground. I agree. I'm not as enthusiastic as Luke, who considers himself quite the connoisseur. However, I also cannot bring myself to go to bed with this racket going on. That's not a racket, that's like tormented sounds of death. Oh my god. If it is one of the household help, they will surely need some talking. After all, this would be the first time I've gone and found one of the maids sobbing their eyes out over one thing or another. I mean, after being employed by Luke, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
As professional as our staff are, they are still human. More often than not, it was either Johans or I who called them down, who'd help them figure out how to go on about things. Unfortunately, I am not in high spirits right now, so I'm not as wholly benevolent. Oh boy, so I don't want to open that hatch. Fuck that shit. I ain't doing that.
I don't remember.
Whew.
I don't remember what to do.
But if I call them out, it might aggravate them.
I don't remember.
Running is not an option, buddy. There is no run button.
I don't remember.
I don't want to go in there, so I'm gonna call them out. I knock 3 times. Of course it's 3 times. The unlucky number 3. Waiting for any sort of reply yields me no results, and I've already touched the floor hatch far too many times than what I'd like. I take a deep breath before reaching out again to whoever's inside. I've learned from experience that people respond better to kindness than threats. Shouting angrily would not help in coaxing them out. More than 3 would just be rude. I mean, you're right. I definitely wouldn't knock more than 3, but I would probably knock less than 3, actually, just to keep the number, like, not unlucky.
You in the cellar.
1.
Do come on.
Just 1 time.
Yeah.
2 if I have to.
We don't want Luke waking up and finding you in there, do we? That man would go ballistic thinking someone was trying to steal his precious wine.
Oh, I wouldn't be worried about Luke, at all.
Neither.
Still nothing.
You can have a good cry. Just not in there, yes? Why don't you come out
Anywhere but here.
We can have a cuppa and you can tell me all about whatever it is you're bawling about.
With how long I am standing here, however, I am starting to think of myself as a fool. I did not want to acknowledge the other feeling I have, especially as the wailing took an eerie turn. The thought of being played with didn't sit too well with me, and I had to stop myself from getting too hot-headed as I tried one more time.
Now you come out of there! That is an order from the lady of the house.
I don't think
do you hear
she
me?
cares that you're the lady of the house.
Why, I ought to.
Oh. Oh no! No, I fucked up! No! I freeze as a hand clamps down on my shoulder. The dread I've been feeling all this time makes itself known as I kneel, unmoving, not even daring to breathe. Oh my god. I can feel my heart pounding against my chest. This would be the one time I would actually want it to be Luke. The one time. But the touch is gone as quickly as it had seized me. Oh god! Thank Jesus!
You motherfucker!
It's only yawns I see when I look back.
Apologies, madam, for touching you like that.
How dare you scare me like that? You should be fined.
You were not
Not
responding to my
fired,
voice,
just
and
fined.
You looked about ready to wake the whole mansion up.
I was... I'm sorry. I was getting rather loud, wasn't I? But that crying woman in there, we must do something about her.
He grows silent for a moment and just looks concerned. At
What
least,
crying woman?
I'd like to interpret it as concern, given how stoic our head butler usually is. Or rather, it must have been concern, as he takes off a glove and presses the back of his hand at my forehead before his worrisome inquiry.
I beg your pardon. What crying woman? Are you feeling well, madam?
In the cellar. Can't you hear her?
Madam Hannah, no one is down there.
What?
The cellar is locked. Only Luke and I have duplicates of the keys.
She doesn't even have a key?
Nobody is down there.
I stare at him in disbelief. But when I listen once more, I hear no crying. Tugging at the hatch for good measure prove his words to be true, too. The thing won't budge unless I had a key, short of using power tools on it.
Perhaps it is time for you to go to bed, madam.
But if I would have opened it, tried to open it before, would it have even opened then?
It probably would have just shown that it was locked, I think.
So I just made her mad.
You are simply
Yeah.
tired and hearing things, a
It's fine.
perfectly normal human experience. But if you are still experiencing auditory hallucinations in the morning, you are free to consult with me.
There is a cold feeling in the pit of my stomach as he helps me up to my feet. What he says makes sense, and who am I to question someone who used to be a doctor? Oh, that's nice, you have a butler as a doctor. I am just tired. That's it. That's what they all say. When there's a ghost demon in their house. Long day of moving.
No, it's a demon.
Huh?
They don't know it's a demon yet.
Oh, I don't know if it's a demon. I just said that. Long day of moving, the interview, dealing with Luke. That has all drained me of my proper sense.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
I actually don't know who the woman is, but I don't think it's his dead wife. But that's a good, guess, I guess.
I just need some sleep, that's all.
Of course I'm right. Go on then. Gute Nacht.
Good night, Johannes. Good night, House.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, House. It's just fatigue. That's what I keep telling myself, although I can't ignore the strange feeling in my gut. Either there is something wrong with this house, or there is something wrong with my head. Or both.
Both.
Definitely both. Sleep will be elusive tonight. Okay. Luke is already gone by the time I rise. There isn't a single hide nor hair of him to be found, and trying to call him on his mobile is a bust, as it only goes straight to his voicemail. He's ignoring me! How dare he! It's twice in a row he's gone on me. For him to disappear today, of all days, is every bit upsetting because of what's to come. I might die, you know? I mean, she was also flirting with Zach, so... But she didn't do anything.
Talking.
You know, so... Both of them are kind of unhappy with each other, let's just say. The morning is once again filled with a whirlwind of activity. That music's really nice. It makes me feel like I'm not gonna die in about, you know, a short period of time.
Right.
Fortunately, I am much more refreshed as I took a break from my responsibilities. I haven't the faintest clue where Luke was yesterday. Today is going to be a busy day, although, unlike Wednesday, the master of the house isn't here right now, absent once again from his duties. Hopefully he'll be back in time for the party. They're having a party? Oh, the welcoming,
Party?
the open party. Okay, the house party. This is our house, after all. A grand housewarming party for the wonderful Wright Mansion. Every person of importance from Luxburn is invited. There will be a few guests flying in as well. Of course, there will be some people from the media, along with friends and acquaintances who are made no less important, regardless of their status in society. Oh, there's Marianne. Marianne and I discuss business and last-minute touches to the house before finalizing everything. I shouldn't have signed the dotted line. Not that there is much change from our original plans. Bar any huge additions to the property itself, the mansion is nearly 100% complete.
You have certainly exceeded expectations, Marianne. Everything looks so marvelous, and in such a short time, too.
Of course it does. It's Marianne.
Well, I can't take all of the credit. People have certainly been enthusiastic about the idea of working on the Wright mansion. There won't be any more problems unless Mr. Wright has any more objections about the second bedroom.
Luke and I had a small tiff about making the second bedroom into a child's playroom, which I insisted is completely practical. She's, Scottish, right? Isn't she Scottish?
Either Scottish or Irish.
I'm pretty sure she's Scottish.
I think Scottish. I think Scottish.
I'm pretty sure Scottish. In the end, he had to acquiesce. I didn't give him any choice in the matter. I even bought his wonderful wooden crib from the antique store yesterday, including some toys. Some toys. Just in case anyone brings their baby, of course. She's trying to save her marriage. Besides, we have... we have little need for actual guest rooms. We hardly have guests who spend the night. If we absolutely have to, we often choose to foot the bill for their visit on one of our hotels instead. Always at Luke's own insistence. And on the off chance that we actually let someone stay, the bedroom is the opposite wing is in the opposite wing is still up to the task.
Oh, no. We proceed with that room as planned. I already agreed to him having his greenhouse and his vineyard and his stables. He may as well let me have this one thing.
No, I did not agree to him having a helipad.
All right then. Well, do we have any other concerns? Anything we need to put on our agenda before the party commences?
No, I don't think so. Not unless Luke has anything else to say.
I have something they could do. Burn it with fire. That's what I think.
Burn it all.
Is
Let
he
it go.
around then? It'd be best if we can note down his request right away, considering the scope of his usual ones.
To say, it's a nice house, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Around? No. Where is he? Who knows where? I don't.
No, he's not around.
She didn't have to point out the obvious now, did she? After 7 long years, I've already gotten used to him. I should be by now. Still not, apparently.
But don't you have a party?
I want nothing more than to complain, to whinge about how unfair this is. However, airing out one's dirty laundry is simply taboo among high society. To do so will make you a ripe target for the next dinner party chit-chat. Vultures, the lot of them, really. Or most of them, at least. There are always good ones like Rochelle Lee. But put your trust in the wrong person, and you'll find yourself eagerly picked apart. Stay in that house long enough, and you'll find yourself eagerly picked apart.
Yes. But Luke's just being a sweetie, you see.
That's some bullshit.
Big bullshit.
If I've ever heard some bullshit, that's what that is.
That friend he's visiting, he's having marital problems and he's just trying to cheer him up.
Perhaps I am being a bit too rash, a bit too hot-headed in divulging details. But I thought myself clever, with the plan to dress it up as gossip. Marianne's raised brow makes me unsure whether she is interested or not. Although that does make things better if she has no interest, and therefore has no hidden intent to utilize whatever I might say to her.
They've been married for a long time and they've hit how do they say it? A rough patch. His wife has a drinking problem and can be very neglectful. The poor thing really does his best to be a good husband, but it's never enough
Sound
for her.
like.
What is it?
What does that sound like?
Sometimes I think it's the years. Maybe it's been so long that they've lost that romantic spark. What do you think?
You were asking for my personal opinion on the matter, ma'am?
I don't know if Marianne knows anything about romance. I'm pretty sure she's married to her job.
Do you want me to be honest, or...
Yeah, she really doesn't care about such sort of things.
Do I want her to be honest? Yeah.
She usually cares about honesty, like Marianne does, so I would think that would raise affection level.
Be honest with me, Marianne. I don't need
Real
someone
talk.
to sugarcoat it.
Yes,
Very real
it did.
talk.
Okay, she likes that. I knew it.
I'm not some fragile thing that I'm just going to break down at the slightest thing.
She hesitates, taking a sip of her coffee while I stare into my own cup of tea. The silence stretches on, and I almost believe that she will never answer my question. I suppose that I shouldn't blame her, putting her in a tight spot like this. Her hesitation is understandable, though I loathe to admit it. She simply wants this whole thing to stay professional. But then she speaks.
If I'm going to be completely honest, I need to ask. This is about you and Mr. Wright, isn't it?
Oof. Oof level times 10. It's my turn to hesitate now. I really didn't expect such a straightforward question. And to get to the heart of the matter, I suppose I'm not as clever as I'd like to think. Or is it really that bad that an outsider can see our little marital troubles? Surely we aren't that obvious, are we? We've put up the act of a perfect couple for years, although it hadn't always been an act. Marianne is just more keen than the average person, of course. I mean, she does, like, decorate houses and stuff for a living, so...
I mean, she's in people's homes, so, like, you can kind of tell from that.
Yeah, so she has a good eye for detail, for one thing, and she just notices things pretty easily.
Can't hide shit from her.
It is a necessity to her career, and she's been working so closely with us. Yes, that's
Suppose it is. What would you tell me?
Then, I tell you it's none of my business. I tell you that I don't want to meddle. But, if the troubled husband with the neglectful wife asked me for my honest opinion, I'd say that he shouldn't base his happiness and his self-worth on someone else.
Ooh. Damn. Feminism at its finest.
Someone who won't even give him the time of the day. Maybe he should try being independent for a while. See what it's like when he isn't trying to please someone else and doing things for himself. Everyone's supposed to be their own man or woman, right? A bit of breathing room never hurt anyone. That's just my 2 pence worth, of course.
That does
So
sound
you're
like her.
saying they should divorce.
Nothing as drastic as that. If they're afraid that it might lead to just that, then maybe that is what's meant to happen in the first place. We shouldn't let our fear control our lives. But it's just a short hiatus is all. Or, you know, couples therapy? Look, I'm
break.
really not the best person
Counseling?
to ask about relationships. So grain of salt and all that.
She trails off, having said her piece, and leaves nothing but the smell of coffee and Earl Grey between us. I don't have her, what's the word? Her, profile yet, do I?
No.
Yeah, okay. So I just have the ones that I'm playing as right now. I was just wondering, like how old she was and stuff.
Late 20s, I think.
Okay. I was gonna guess like early 30s, but I'm not sure.
Somewhere around there.
There's a calm despite the nature of what has just been discussed. You can definitely tell she's like mature for sure. To say that her words make me start to think is an understatement. To say that I'm not considering her advice is a lie. And to say that this might just be the calm before the storm is a possibility. Others have had shorter marriages, yes, but plenty have celebrated long and happy ones as well. My own parents celebrated their choral anniversary before they passed away. But 7 years? 7 years isn't a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. A lot happens in 7 years, though, like, if you think about it. It isn't a whole lot of time to see what and where our relationship can bring us. And at the same time, 7 years, well, it hasn't been entirely made up of happy years, has it? It won't last forever. It's not supposed to, anyway. I just dread the thought that it might last for a very long time. I dread the thought that these small spats, these little disagreements, will turn into an all-out resentment. The idea that we will grow to hate each other with every fiber of our being scares me. I can't even pinpoint the exact moment when our blissful union turned sour. We can get through this, right? I know that I still do love him, and I feel that there is still a part of him that loves me in return. Just need to get our heads together and talk it out. Surely he will see some sense. There's a cough before Marianne clears her throat. I must have been quiet for so long, and I move to apologize when she stands up. I'm often guilty of that, like just being in my own little world, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be talking to someone. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
My bad. We both end up on our feet, unsure of how to proceed. Some sort of odd, awkward scuffle. I said scuffle, it's shuffle. Not so much of a difference. Occurs as we decide whether we just sit back down or not.
I really should handle what's left of the work.
Of course, Marianne's thinking about work. Of course.
You won't be attending the party. Oh, you really must, Marianne.
I'll try to stay and chat. Maybe grab a few bites and a drink, but I can't be around for the entirety of the event. My apologies. Busy, busy, busy.
You must stay a while. I'd love for you to meet some of my friends, and they're ever so excited to meet you. You need to say hello to the Lees, at least. If it wasn't for them, I'd never even heard of you.
We'll see. So, if I can be excused?
Certainly. You'll have to excuse me as well. I must attend to the party before any early birds arrive. Because, believe me, they will throw a fuss if things aren't ready, even when they're not supposed to be here until an hour later.
Sounds like spoiled rich people. Okay. Ooh, I like that art of her. Very pretty.
It is really pretty.
Nice. The scene outside the parlor is a great organized mess. Aside from our household help, we hired the service of the temp agency to provide staff for Wright Enterprises in the hospitality sector. Even our very skilled staff cannot undertake a party of this size on their own. Waiters, busboys, hostesses, and their staff captains move about in droves, carrying crockery and serveware good for several dozen people, and then some. Chefs and bartenders tail after Johans, looking like scared little children as he escorts them through the kitchen and into the wine cellar. Oh, don't go down there!
I'm woman.
Don't go down there! To peruse the stocks to select what can be served at the party and what can be used for cooking.
Schnell! We have a lot to do, and I believe we did not hire snails. Snails are for the dishes.
You tell him, Johans.
Yeah, you get them. A string quartet readies up to play for the evening, tuning their instruments as they fill the air with idle chatter. Floral decor worth thousands filled... Okay, whatever. Thousands fill vases, wreaths, and baskets. Wow. Oh my god. Sometimes, like, the way they space the words out, I'm just like, what are you trying to tell me right now? Well, petals are scattered along the driveway up front. An ice sculpture of a reindeer is brought in carefully by a pair. That's adorable. But a reindeer in October? I don't know about that. It is followed by a simple cake. Just a 5 tier. It's just a 5-tier cake, guys. Jesus. White chiffon one with white chocolate mousse, fresh berries, and a light dusting of edible gold leaf. That looks...
Very simple. Very simple.
So simple. Worth nothing. Oh my god.
Maybe a couple grand.
Oh my god, dude. That looks wonderful, though. I could eat that whole cake right now.
It does.
Oh my god. But despite the fact that I had told Marianne how I will attend to all of this, I find myself unable to focus or care for any of it. I still have our discussion running in my mind, and looking at all of this, I only see Luke everywhere. These are all the grand things that Luke wanted to have for the party. I had wanted a small, elegant, and simple gathering, with only a select few invited, namely the people who I would actually trust to enter my home. I did not want any bloody politicians or paparazzi in here, no matter how used I am to catering them.
At least be here for your party. Damn it, Luke.
Yeah, damn it, Luke. Why can't you do anything right? Jesus. The entire thing screamed Luke Wright.
It's in his name, though, but he doesn't know how to do anything right.
Damn, savage. And I can't help but add another question to my growing list of queries. When did I lose myself? It's always about him nowadays, isn't it? What about Hannah Wright? Hannah Wright? What about Hannah Evans? I used to be my own woman, who made her own name, her own career, and her own decisions. Sure, I was already the social butterfly that I still am today, but it wasn't all empty, shallow gossip, and sitting pretty. I was also lauded for my knowledge and talent. Finance manager wasn't just handed to me, just because my father owned the company. I had insisted that I start at the bottom, so I could work my way to the top and prove myself. Wow, what a nice gesture. And I did. I worked numbers, managed budgets, money and accounts, analyzing the competition and market trends. There was the calculation of financial risk, cost reduction opportunities, auditor liaison and public relations, supervision of staff, and, well, I generally had a huge slew of responsibilities. That sounds
she ran half the company.
That sounds boring as hell. Admittedly, I was already quite the attention seeker even back then, having dedicated most of my youth craving for my parents' approval. Failing that, I turned to others, looking for praise from anyone who would give it, however fleeting it all was. And Luke, oh, Luke. The way he looked at me, the way he watched me and took a genuine interest. He had me disgustingly obsessed since day one, hasn't he? He saw me for me, Hannah Evans, with both my faults and my achievements. The man didn't treat me like some damsel in distress or some prize to be won. I remember the nights before we were married, where we talked about everything and anything. From big things like business, society, and philosophy, to little things such as what we had for breakfast and whether we liked cats or dogs more. We both prefer dogs. I prefer cats. But nowadays, I'm just Luke Wright's wife. It's mostly my fault, isn't it? They told me that husbands preferred wives who are docile and subordinate. A woman who will always be there for him, yet would never outshine him in all aspects except beauty. Wife needs to be at home and attend to his needs, to have children and take care of them in his absence. They said I have no business working anymore after I was married. I can blame society, but I listened. Before I can fall further into this introspective pit of self-loathing, someone calls for my attention.
The guests have arrived, madam.
And Luke?
Running a bit late, I'm afraid.
Of course he is.
Late for his own party. That man, I swear. He's probably looking to make a dramatic entrance, knowing him.
That sounds like him. No.
Open the doors, then. We mustn't tarry.
Oh, it looks so nice on the outside, you know.
Peaceful, quiet.
But we know the truth. Actually, we don't. That's why we're playing. But
That's what we're trying to figure out.
that's what we're trying to figure out. Cars line up the driveway, peppering the front of the mansion with vehicles of every kind. Grand tours, supercars, even the odd high-end muscle car or two. Convertibles, grand saloons, and other luxury cars can be seen being parked by valets. I mean, you got a big enough driveway for it, for sure. A handful of cabs drive off, possibly for those who thought it's too troublesome to bring their own cars. There are at least 2 different media vans as well. They're all here for what may be considered the biggest event of the year for Luxborn. So far. Who knows what we'll plan for the winter holidays.
Welcome, welcome everyone. Please, make yourselves at home.
Some of the guests idle, enjoying the warm, if not strange, sunshine we are experiencing, before gloomy skies inevitably return. Oh, it's going to get gloomy.
Very gloomy.
They greet acquaintances and friends with warm smiles, others less so. From where I stand, I could see the hierarchy of power, the ties that bind these individuals here, whether through convenience or necessity. However, there are also few who are not here to further cement their current place in high society. Such as that young man, with oriental hair, ignorant of the looks he receives from women and men alike. Ash don't give a shit.
Be careful with Shirley, alright?
Or the rose-haired woman talking on her phone, while she looks unsure of why she is here exactly.
Yes, I'm at the party already, Mom. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can.
I see Zachary, the photography. He's a photographer. He is the photography. The photographer as well. He talks to a few of the other media crew with an air of familiarity.
I was just here a few days ago, yeah.
Of course he knows everybody. It's Zach.
Yeah, and the inside is huge, but the staff are pretty helpful if you get lost.
Zach is photography. And then there are people like the chief inspector. Oh yeah, I haven't seen him in forever. Since the beginning of this whole arc.
Way back when.
Yeah. What he was hitting on her, right? Back at the beginning?
Yes, he was.
Yes. So he's an asshole. I knew it.
They're all assholes.
Yeah. Except for Zach. He's a cinnamon roll.
Biggest cinnamon
roll. People who I can never be too sure about. People who stand on the border between being suspicious and being trustworthy.
Thank you for the invite, Anna.
Even his voice is disgusting. Like, ugh.
Still missing, I see.
Shut up.
I should be saying the same of your darling Rochelle, Lee.
Oh, he's married to Rochelle. Okay. So apparently Rochelle's good peeps, but her husband is awful. Got it. Nailed it.
The doctors again.
She told me she'll just be in the gardens.
Oh, I hate that voice. Oh my god.
Bet she's lying and that she's somewhere around mingling, gossiping with the other ladies. It's no offense,
I'm gonna
but
hear that in my
that seems to
nightmares.
be all you ladies do in these
Oh.
parties.
And aren't you gossiping right now?
Yes, well, what about Luke?
God, it's too deep. Like, that's gross.
It
Should we
is.
file a missing persons report now, or do you want to wait 24 hours?
He's around.
You know, I can tell if someone's bluffing. Don't tell me, let me
Shut
guess.
up.
He's finally drunken himself to death.
I love how we're
Scandal.
both
You've eaten his
disgusted.
body. I was wanting to give this housewarming gift to him personally, too. It's a plate that holds a wine glass so he can stop killing himself with liquid lunches. Looks like it's too late for that.
Nothing like that. Besides, this is a hardly polite conversation.
Yeah, you're being a jerk.
Oh, relax. I'm just trying to be cheeky to lighten the mood. It's not like I want Luke dead.
Why would you say that then?
The man doesn't
'Cause he's
serve
chief
dodgy
of
plum like
police.
the others when I visit, and he pays his respects well enough. I could use a glass of wine or 3, actually. Rochelle's been in a horrid mood. Threw her stilettos at me the other day and almost took an eye out.
You probably deserved it.
Damn, she missed.
She
She missed.
She missed. How dare she? Oh my god.
Not sure if this is how it usually goes, but I blame the pregnancy.
Oh yeah, blame the pregnancy. It's not because you're a
Blame
jerk.
the hormone.
Yeah.
Blame the hormone.
It's not because
know,
you're a
would I?
jerk or anything.
Still no plans for a baby? Well, I guess
That's
for
a
the best.
personal
This is bad
question.
now. I can't even imagine how bad it'll be when that little baby bump becomes huge.
Wow. Wow. You asshole.
I want to kill him.
I will like put him up as a sacrifice for the lady. Like, here, take him. I don't want him.
If there's a choice to actually kill him, we are taking
We
it.
are taking it. Of course, if there is a choice, and I'll probably not know, and then he'll be the one to live, and then someone I like's gonna die. That's how it's gonna happen.
No, we're gonna kill
Oh
him.
god. Have I mentioned how I don't trust him, no matter how hard I try to do so? No, I wouldn't trust him either. At least he brought a gift, I suppose.
Why don't you just
Oh,
go
yeah, that
inside
makes up
and have
for
some
it.
wine, Lee?
Yeah, of course it does.
Think I will, thanks.
You're not welcome!
Get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Greetings such as these carry on as the guests continue to trickle in. Whether we have short conversations or merely shake hands and nod heads, I make sure to attend and welcome each of them. As the first hour passes by, the rest of the stragglers and I adjourn to the ballroom. Any latecomers will have the attention of the porter instead. I have other duties to attend to now. Like trying to figure out where the hell Luke is.
God only knows.
Hosting parties is always the same old song and dance, no matter how big or small it is. You make sure your guests are well fed, have good company, and have them generally enjoy themselves. So when my opening remarks are done, when the band has started to play and the guests have started eating, I find myself wandering around aimlessly unless I am pulled aside. For a while, I stay with a small group and entertain them before excusing myself. And when they're not anymore watching me, I end up watching them. When they don't listen, I do. A local banker is having trouble with his daughter. He wishes to marry her off, but she wants nothing more than to make music. One of our hotel managers worry about the stolen belongings of one of his patrons, a failing in security which should be brought up to higher authority soon. Our mayor, well, his cat died. Oh, that's so sad.
All I care about.
Oh. Then there is that rose-haired woman, once again. It is hard not to notice her, with her distinctive locks. She also lacks the grace of the other ladies have, but that does not make her any less beautiful. I do like her eyes. Her eyes are very pretty. Her stance and the air she exudes instead are strong, and they make her stand out despite her casual attire. That's like dress up for me. Like, a skirt is dress up for me.
Yeah, but at that kind of party, that is severely casual.
That's severely casual. Yeah. Many men had already given her their attention, though each invitation to dance has been turned down. Good on you, Rebecca. Good on you. I approach intrigued, although it is no great mystery what occupies her own attention, with the glances she keeps sending towards the boy with the oriental hair. Ooh.
You know who she wants to dance with.
Oh! So she likes Ash, but Ash likes Isabella. I see.
Yep.
I see. Okay. There's always a love triangle somewhere. She remains unaware, though, even as I stand beside her, pretending that I am there for a drink.
You would catch his eye
That
a lot
tunnel
better
vision,
if
though.
you wore nicer clothes, don't you think?
I am perfectly beautiful as I am. Thank you very much.
Didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, you're fine, dearie. It's only really the parvenu, those who climb, that come to these parties all dolled up. Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he?
The boy comes over, but I do nothing to speak any softer. He merely passes by, and it is a wonder he doesn't hear what I say. What is he doing, though?
Who, Ash?
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men. But you said a name. Ash. That's the exquisite lad you've been looking at all this time. I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting this party. That must mean you know each other. Is he your boyfriend, then? Because that would explain those rejections.
She's grumpy now. Look at that
So
face.
grumpy.
She's like, shut up, man.
I want him to be, but he won't even look at me.
Oh. In all my life, I have never seen such a face grow red so fast. The shade of her hair did not help as well. This is the most pink I've ever seen on a person, really.
What? No, that's ridiculous. He isn't my boyfriend.
Such a violent reaction. A simple no would have sufficed. Many here would be happy to hear it.
And I haven't been looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
Been
That's
staring.
right. You've been staring. Quite heavily, in fact.
Called it.
Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to kiss him or kill him.
Or both. Kiss him, then kill him.
It's
Preferably
more
in
than
that
a
order,
offering.
because kissing a dead corpse is kind of gross. So preferably kiss then
kissing
kill.
Well, kissing while killing him.
Whoa.
That's his last
Whoa. That sounds like a interesting night.
Murdering him on my property. I don't want to walk into a room and suddenly find a body there.
I waver as I feel the burning of someone's stares. It is chilling, and though I am used to enduring the gaze of others, this one makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Oh shit! Why does she always pop up at the weirdest times? Like, what?
She doesn't give a fuck.
My attention is pulled from the girl, and I see a woman staring. That's an interesting stare you got there.
Like, I don't think she has eyelids anymore.
I don't think she does either. It doesn't look like she does. Dark-haired and dirty, she looks more like a beggar than a guest, and I have half the mind to call the security at her. Yeah, call security, see what happens! When her mouth breaks out into
it. Get this peasant out of here.
That's gonna work. Oh, no. Oh, no, I hate that. Taunting. Her stare makes my blood run cold. She looks at me like I am nothing but a pig to slaughter for her amusement. And that's probably how she sees you, exactly. It makes my hand shake, and I nearly drop my drink. But then, in a blink, she's gone, and the buzz of the party returns. Like, she'll show up in the random, like, in the middle of everything going on, and then she just goes away. Like, it's the weirdest...
She just doesn't
It's the weirdest
Just
thing.
doesn't care.
Mm.
She's like, you all are in my house, so I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Whew. Then in a blink, she's gone, and the buzz of the party returns.
I'll keep that in mind, but Are you all right?
No, no, not at all.
Yes, sorry. I just thought I saw something strange. It must be the trick of the light. Anyway, on a right, as you must already know.
Rebecca Gales.
Gales.
Oh. Reunion. The name is familiar, like a fond memory. I recall a kind lady, a private tutor who treated me like her own daughter when I was young. She'd even bring me food when there was no need to do so. Usually stovies, which I honestly hadn't been too keen about, though I ate them nonetheless because she brought them for me.
Oh, the professor! And your little Becky!
My parents couldn't make it since they're in Scotland right now. And Mom says hi, by the way. But yeah, that's me. Little Becky. We met once before.
Yes, oh, I remember you! You were the cutest little thing with glasses! And when we met, you were having boy troubles with this lad called something with an A.
Probably still Ash. Are they like,
Yeah.
they're all childhood friends, right? Or at least Rebecca and Ash are.
Those two are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Isabella didn't move till later.
Not till
was
like
it again?
5 years prior.
Yeah, okay.
Aaron, Alan, Adele, Albert, Alexander, Andrew?
The more I list off
Let's
names,
just
the
list
more
off every
red
A in the book.
and the more quiet Vicky gets. She starts to look a bit miserable as her body language shows discomfort and stiffness. Perhaps I have triggered a horrid childhood memory. Surely I hadn't been mean when she visited with her mother. I don't quite remember all of it.
Ashton! Ash! That man is that boy! The same one. Oh, goodness me, after all these years! I can see why, though. He's quite dashing.
You don't really need to announce it to everyone with an earshot, you know? Keep it down.
I'm so sorry, but it really is cute.
And a tad bit sad.
This is a nice party, Miss Wright.
Oh, did they really? They made a prequel game about their childhood. I didn't know that.
I might have to, I'll have to play it.
Is it a free game, I guess?
I'll pay for it either way.
I'm sure if it's just a small prequel. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely play that. That's cool. Like, I can't stream it, probably, but that's cool.
Please.
I'm gonna look that up right now, actually, before I forget on my phone.
I found it.
Oh, so it's on Android. Cool.
Looks so cute.
Thank you. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely playing that. For sure. Downloads and plays it forever. Okay. Neat. Thank you.
We're friends of a sort, aren't we? We must be friends, seeing as I know about your little infatuation, Becky.
LOL, that's hilarious. Yeah, I've been known to buy me some collector's editions of games, and my wallet cries after as well.
Don't you worry, dearie. You'll have your happy ending yet.
I'm not too concerned about that, am I? That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh? And what makes you think that? Doesn't everybody want their happy ending?
The idea of happy endings sounds like they're just for fairy tales. And they are, sorta.
I'm a little bit distracted.
I don't think you can just
Can
sit
tell.
around, trapped in some tower.
Sorry,
and
I was
hope for the
like,
best.
I gotta make a note to play that later. It'll be good
If
for
you love
context.
them, you have to fight for it, right? You're not just going to sit there and hope that everything will just fix itself on its own. Like everything, you have to work at it.
That's true.
But what do I know?
There is a grimace, although she starts to relax around my presence. Usually it's the ones struggling with problems that are like, give the best advice. It's usually how, that's always how it works, like...
Or do the thing that I don't have the balls to do.
Yeah. How long has it been since we met as children? Certainly a long time. She was tiny back then, if I recall correctly.
I'm sure the daughter of the two greatest professors I've ever known is smart enough to know what she's talking about. But have you told him how you feel? And it's been what? 20 years?
17, actually. But no, not yet. He can be a bit dense.
A bit? Well, he's like a investigator, isn't he? So, like, he notices things, but not emotions, really.
I mean, I would think that should be part of what to look for, though.
Yeah,
if you're
but...
interrogating.
I kind of see him as the person that, like, he doesn't really see emotions, but he sees, like... He sees everything as, like, events, like, more so than... Or details than he does, like... The physical aspect of things and the emotional side of things, I guess.
I was hoping that maybe he'd notice on his own and...
It don't work like that.
Well, that won't do.
Unfortunately.
What if you two become husband and wife? He's not to be dense when he's sworn himself to another person. Why, you might just as well consider leaving before the day's even begun.
If that happens, I'll have to give him a good ear bashing, won't I? Whoever anyone ends up with, it's not going to be a perfect relationship anyway.
It's true.
There's going to be things you'll love and things you'll hate about the other person. We're just humans. It's funny. Here I am, trying to give you advice when you did the very same thing back then. I remember you giving me a makeover when we were still kids. And you were the first I told anyone about my... crush.
I do remember now that she mentions it. I gave her that yellow summer dress or the pink blouse and petticoat. She must have kept some of what I said in mind. It feels ridiculous remembering all of that years later, talking about boys and how they go crazy for pretty girls, as if it's some gospel every woman should adhere to. It was so easy to say such things then, with me not knowing any better. Though looking at her now, she must have kept some of it, what I said in mind. Perhaps I did say something good at that time, enough for her to take it to heart. But all that didn't matter in the moment as I mull over what she's just said in my head. What Becky told me is very different from what Mary Ann told me. Yeah, I would say they're two entirely different people.
Mm-hmm.
There is no time to ponder over that, however, as a hush descends upon the once lively crowd. Oh.
And the progenal asshole returns
God
home.
damn! The music of strings and the chatter slows to a grinding halt as the doors from the foyer opens. The last of the latecomers should have arrived moments ago, and anyone else this late would simply be too embarrassed to show their face. So this can only be one person, or rather, one man, and he better not be drunk! Oh, sorry.
What?
Sorry! There is only one man who is audacious enough to arrive at his own party so late.
Good evening, ladies and gents.
Oh my god.
Enjoying the party. I hope I'm
With a
not too
drink
late
in
in
hand.
welcoming you all to the right mansion.
Unlike I, who was raised in the spotlight and simply grew up used to its presence, he sought it out every chance he could, even when there was no spotlight that shone. And I'll never put it against him when he smiles like that. So were they both rich growing up, or was she rich and he married into her, riches? I don't remember.
No, I think he... I don't know if as rich as her, but I think he came from money.
Yeah. He did so quite brilliantly under the scrutiny when he channels his showmanship. You can tell by the way people's eyes light up as he speaks. How they listen, enraptured, even if all he's doing is a simple greeting. A little wave of his hands here, a little smile there, and a bit of swagger. I always tell him that, if he is not to be a businessman, he'll do well as an entertainer. I love this side of him, especially when he looks at me, and he beckons me over to humbly share his place. Not a single second is wasted as I excuse myself from Becky's side and I make my way to Luke's.
Welcome, one and all, to our humble abode. Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your roles, you are our ladies and lords of the court of your king and queen. If you would excuse my presumptuousness.
What the fuck was that chuckle?
I don't know.
So enjoy the
Please
feast
don't
that has
do
been
that
laid out
ever
for your
again.
senses, as we only allowed the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.
There is a round of applause, cheers, and even some hoots. Guests approach us left and right to shake Luke's hand and greet him personally, praises on their lips. It is because of this that I do not see her. I do not see her until she is until she is dangerously close with fury in her eyes and she's already spitting venom. What? Oh. Oh! Who is this?
Oh shit!
Who is this? Johans restrains her, taking care not to unnecessarily harm the pregnant woman. Oh, this is Rochelle.
Rochelle!
Okay, but that does little to deter her rage, and the man has no choice but to let her go. At least, an unborn child is hurt. Although it might be too late for that, as I see an empty glass of wine in her hand. I like her hair.
It is pretty.
How much has she imbibed in?
Are you feeling ill, Rochelle? Perhaps you need to sit down and...
No! Shut it, you munter! I ain't talking to you!
That accent!
I'm talking to this scumbag over here! You bloody bastard, standing there with your smarmy smile!
She interrupts me, jabbing her finger in my direction before she rounds on Luke. What did he do this time? Even as whispers and murmurs break out among the guests, all I can focus on is the heat of the moment. Obviously intoxicated, judging by the smell of alcohol on her breath. I'm not ticked off about this little display of hers, at least not yet. But I am absolutely pissed by the fact that she'd endanger her own baby by drinking. There is a considerable amount of restraint and grace that I must exercise while I wait for her tantrum to subside. I keep a patient, if tight, smile on my face. That's not what I see in this CG right now.
And
Luke's expression, on the other hand, is indecipherable.
Watch your tongue. You're on thin ice, Rochelle. Where's your husband? Who even invited you?
Ooh, ow.
I did.
And I told you with great emphasis not to. Now we have a drunk, hormonal, pregnant woman causing a stir. What is even going on?
I am just about to ask the exact same thing.
I don't know. But Rochelle, do calm down before you hurt yourself. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Where is that husband of yours? Lee! Collect your wife right now!
Don't you fucking talk like I'm not here and you're not responsible, you ass! You told me that I should wait for you in the gardens!
Excuse me?
What?
What is this nonsense you're going on about?
Crazy talk. That's all it is. Just completely and utterly mad.
You seem a little defensive.
Has anyone seen
Very
the
defensive.
chief inspector?
I am pregnant.
What?
With your
What?
little bastard.
What?
You promised me you'll take
What?
responsibility.
What? It was his baby? Oh my god. I feel like I'm watching one of those, like, drama shows right now. Oh man.
God damn it, Luke. I finally got you to talk to me after months of silence.
Damn.
And you do this
That's
to me.
that's gonna cause some rifts.
it's like, and you knock me up.
Oof. What? That's what
Do you
I
mean you're
said.
pregnant with... Luke, is this true?
Lies and slander, woman!
Oh, it's gotta be true. He's way too defensive.
Security! Johans, take her out of here before she makes an even bigger fool of herself!
No, you do not do this to me. I was so ready to leave my stupid oaf of a husband. I told you to leave that damn wife of yours. Look at her. Does she look like she wants a baby?
So apparently Rochelle is not good people.
She's bad people.
But Hannah thought she was.
Does she look like she could take care of a baby?
Excuse you!
Like you're any better drunk with that
Excuse
baby in you.
you! Damn, that's savage. Oof. It
Oh,
is
now he shows up.
Yeah, it is now that Johans returns with security, along with a concerned-looking Officer Lee. They surround her and move to escort the hysterical woman. Judging by his pale face, he has heard the whole thing, and I feel nothing but pity for the man.
I'm so sorry for her behavior. She's been under a lot of stress. And the alcohol. Talking nonsense, that's all it is. You're not allowed to drink because of the baby, Shelley. What are you thinking?
Yeah, this whole situation is just, well, that's awkward.
Nothing to see here, people. Move along.
Is there really nothing here but the ramblings of a drunk? Yes, that's right. There's no way that what Rochelle says is the truth. What she says doesn't match up. I know Luke. Such a scandalous meeting. Do you? Do you know Luke? Meeting are to be arranged. He won't do it in such an exposed place, especially not near his precious flowers. And he definitely won't promise responsibility over a child unless it can't be helped. Besides, Luke will never... He will never go so far as to sleep with another woman, right? I'm sure. Sure.
Yeah. Get him drunk enough.
Oh, fine. Who am I kidding? If I'm to be completely honest with myself, he might cheat. With a bit of temptation and a bit of alcohol. He just might. Just alcohol. He doesn't need temptation. Just promise him. Just promise him alcohol. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'll sleep with you.
Doesn't that just make my blood boil? To even think of the slightest possibility of infidelity? Lee isn't too far off when he told me how Luke still acted like some young hotshot bachelor. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. What does that mean? I need to work for my happy ending.
I think to focus more on herself and just break it off instead of just, oh, we'll take a break.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say this guy's a fucking asshole and drop his ass. That's what I would do. So, I get if that's what that means, then that's the one I want to pick.
Pretty sure that's what that means.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Oh.
That means that went up?
How did that go up? Wait a minute.
The ladder is to work on the marriage. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do.
No,
at
I
all.
don't want that.
How do I go back?
Damn it!
Hold on.
No.
I didn't save before this. I should have saved before this.
Fuck. I guess we're committed now.
It's okay. I didn't know.
I didn't know either. It sounded like, oh yeah, let's just break it
that's
off.
what I thought. Becky's words are still fresh in my mind, and I can't help but think that the girl, plucky woman that she is, has a point. If I love Luke, I'll have to fight for him, don't I? So far, I've been doing nothing and sitting on my behind, hoping it'll fix itself. This whole mess definitely isn't going to fix itself. I guess it's not a terrible thing to, like, want to talk about it, at least. Not that he's gonna, be truthful, probably, anyway. How dare that woman try to drag our name and our relationship through the mud with her lies. And at my own party. Determination fires me up as I take a step forward into the middle of the fray. All the while, she has been screaming. I signal for security to stop, and I can already feel the glower on my face as I stare into hers. She wilts as soon as she sees me. She starts to grow anxious, and her protests die down. I can see as her haughty, angry expression turns into a horrified realization. Rightfully so, she should be scared. What is that thing they say again? Never wake a sleeping dragon? They often think that Luke is the one in charge, that he is the one to be feared and appeased. They think me as only the pretty wife. They forget that I am just as capable, just as worthy of respect.
I invite you, my friend, into my house on a day of merriment, and you insult my name and accuse my husband of infidelity. What have I ever done to make you treat us with such disrespect?
Yeah, it's one thing for that to happen. It's another thing, like, to say it in front of everyone. Like, that's pretty low. Like, you could, there's a much better way she could have done that, but she was drunk, so.
Well, you are no
she
longer
wasn't
welcome
thinking.
in any of our states, our properties, and our businesses. And we will no longer patronize yours. Now, escort the girl and make sure she isn't standing even an inch within our grounds.
She looks devastated. Reasonable. This doesn't make her into a pariah, doesn't it? I should feel concerned, but I can't find even an inkling of mercy within me. I don't know what her plan was. I don't know what she wanted to make out of this. The money? Luke? Doesn't matter what she wanted.
You won't show your face to me ever again if you know what is good for you, Rochelle.
Damn right.
Take her away.
Get her out of here. The tension is thick in the air, and the silence that embraces the room is so set that one can practically hear a pin drop. There are worried and almost fearful glances from some of the guests, but they all know this is well within my right. She is the one who started this whole dilemma. It just so happens that I'm the one ending it. Yeah, because Luke's not gonna do shit.
No.
As long as everyone holds their tongue and doesn't interfere, none of the consequences matter to me. Especially when my darling looks at me with a different shine in his eyes. It almost seems as if he's proud of what I've done. That spurs me on more than anything. Well, of course he's proud! You're getting rid of his problem!
or turned on, one of the two.
Yeah, probably both. Nonetheless, I still act upset because
both.
this does not change what just happened. He still has a lot to answer to. Like, I would yell at her, kick her out, and then immediately storm over to him and say, "We're fucking talking," and grab him by the shoulder and just run out. Because even if the woman is lying, there is always an inkling of truth in every lie. So when I turn on him, to say that the shock he displays brings me gratification is an understatement.
That's exactly what she's doing.
Of course, there is no reason to make a husband and wife spat in a public spectacle. Some privacy will generate the least number of headaches and complications. Everyone is still far too busy in the ballroom, and most of the staff are still in the kitchen. Sharp glance at anyone who will go through the doors is all it takes to make them retreat. The most private we can get without me dragging Luke all the way to our bedroom is the foyer.
And you.
And you! Yeah, you! Listen, listen, you!
You son of a bitch!
We're going to talk about this. Lucille Mitchell-White.
Ooh, the middle name. Ooh.
A full name.
His name is Lucille? Oh my god. Oh, Lucille.
Not now, but we will talk about this.
I would talk about it right now.
Oh yeah.
I would. I'd be like, you bastard. Explain all of that.
Right. I swear that is not my child, no matter what that woman says. Hannah, darling, you believe me, don't you?
I believe that it isn't your child, but you never said that you did not cheat on me with her. We'll have a talk about that tomorrow, among other things.
What for?
What for? What for?
This isn't right, this doubting each other and not talking. That's why we'll talk. If anyone needs me, I'll be in our room. I'm in no mood to be talking with anyone about anything, especially nosy baggers who have no business with any of it.
What else have I been caught doing? Right? Right?
Should I be worried? Scared?
You should be
terrified.
Terrified.
Fucking terrified.
Because you know threats do not work with me, Hannah.
Oh, they're gonna work. And if threats won't, then I'm gonna kick you in the face.
None of those. You should know I'm not your enemy, Luke. I need rest. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you must be so tired. You've earned some peace.
What is this attitude? Lucille? What the fuck? This attitude right now.
I'll take over the party from here.
Not if I kick your shins in.
Good night, love.
Good night, Buttercup.
What?
Stop with the pet names. Stop with the pet names. They are non-deserving right now.
You were totally like, it's like that bitterness where like you're just done with everything, so you just say that one little quip of a nice thing before storming off.
Like, yeah, love you.
Sometimes I forget that leaving Luke to handle a party is a horrible idea. A terrible idea. Damn.
But he lived.
Oh boy. Yeah, for now. Oof. We didn't even get to see her face. Not that I wanted to anyway. What an asshole.
No.
Okay. Do you want to go a little longer or?
Sure. I want to see how the
Sure.
Go.
Okay. Because come morning, the dining hall is a mess with a few of his drunk friends sleeping about. At least a dozen men and women are scattered about, sleeping like they are in alcohol-induced comas.
So it turned into a frat party?
I guess. Even Officer Lee is there, sleeping off the effects and still clutching a bottle of a 1998 Jumilla? No doubt, Luke has served some of his stories in absinthe. Judging by the faint burning smell, they had set fire to the latter, too. Neue Bohemian. There's only so much I can tolerate, as we have Johans retrieve every single one and get them a cab. And they are everywhere. At the table, on it, and underneath it, and some are even in the kitchen.
Nap time is over, Kinder. Time to go.
And oh dear does this piss our valet, though he is still a man of silent fury. Although it is a little treat to hear him utter curses in German from the other room.
Never German.
I imagine Luke will be amused as well, if it isn't his guests that are being thrown out. Instead, he's brooding in his seat, rolling a stalk of daffodil in between his fingers. Why does he have daffodil?
He's energetic. And you aren't drunk. That, or you are getting better with handling your hangovers without your dog hairs. Should I be looking out the window to see if the sky has turned red and if pigs have started to fly?
I am unfortunately completely sober, Hannah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
and
god.
how does it feel not being hungover?
Oh my god! It's like one thing, it's a surprise thing, and the other is like, oh my god, why is he sober? Like, what?
What happened?
What happened to him?
Still miserable.
It'll get better.
Or so they say.
Will it get better? Because...
You wanted to talk about something.
You know, for once, I wish you were hungover. Maybe this isn't the best time for this talk.
No, please. I do not like loose ends. And this is a bloody ugly loose end.
Then, first things first, I want you to be honest with me, just between the two of us. Without others to impress, without people listening in, just you and me.
Did you or did you not sleep with Rochelle Lee and got her pregnant?
I didn't get her pregnant.
But you did sleep with her.
But the thought of having a child with her? Can you just imagine it? Or rather,
But you're not denying the other thing.
I can already see it. It'll look like that ruddy pig boy from that Young Wizard book.
I don't care about once upon a time. What I'm asking is if you were with her the other night during my party.
Him not showing up in most of the gatherings I've hosted in the past is nothing new, of course. The one I've had last week is no different. It's merely another thing I've gotten used to between us after things turned sour. But after Rochelle's outburst last night, I won't deny feeling the disappointment. The betrayal. What's done is done, however, though at the very least I still want to hear the truth from him.
She made me meet with her the night of your party.
Meet. Uh-huh.
But I swear, I only agreed to go so that I could tell her I wasn't having none of it.
Uh-huh.
It isn't my baby.
Likely story. Likely story.
I don't even think it's Lee's. Poor bloke. I mean, I probably slept with her once. We were probably incredibly drunk, but that would have been a long time ago before she was preggo.
Are you sure, Luke? You're not making anything up or leaving anything out?
Of course not. I swear it on my mother's grave.
He swears it, he says, as he hands me that flower with such tenderness. And I believe him.
Well, if that's all you wanted to talk about, you shouldn't have made me worry.
For the sake of my sanity and for the sake of our marriage, I'll pretend that you never said any of that.
I don't know if I believe him.
Are you sure you aren't drunk now?
Haven't had a single drop and hating it.
Would you like something to drink? Because I'm not done. I have something else to tell you.
No thanks. Maybe I will after this little talk you wanted to have. I already told you, and you already said you believe me that the brat isn't my child. I already spilled that I might have had drunken sex with her once, and you wish to wipe that off your memory. So do we have anything else to talk about? Because have at it. I'm all ears.
You're pretty miffed for someone who just admitted to his wife that he's cheated.
And you're stalling. I can tell that incident has you shaken up. So why don't you just spit it out and get this all over with?
I'm pregnant.
I was thinking she was, because she had that scene in the bathroom where she was throwing up. Like, a while back.
Yeah.
I was pretty damn sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's pregnant, but, you know, I'll let the game decide.
What? Come again?
You heard me.
You've got to be kidding, right? This must be some kind of joke. Are you taking the piss at me? Because, woman, I don't need a second fake pregnancy.
Instead of answering, however, I stay silent and let the matter of the facts sink into his head. His face heats up for a moment before he goes pale. Oof. He raises a hand in the hopes of asking for a drink, but the morning staff are still busy evicting the last of the inebriated companions. He doesn't even bother to bark out orders, as if he's lost his very voice. Actually, he looks like he's on the verge of hyperventilating.
This is Hana. Hana, darling. I need some air. How long have you been?
Oh, really? So apparently other routes don't tell you that she's pregnant.
Yeah, because I knew the one that I had played, it didn't say anything about it.
It was probably because we chose to work on the marriage. I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know. But congrats, we know she's pregnant. So I had the, suspicion.
Woo-hoo.
I had the suspicion she was, but
3 months.
3 months?
3 months?
Holy shit! Wow, the fact that like nothing is really showing in 3 months. I mean, Officer Lee did say she had kind of a little bump, but like.
But it doesn't start showing until like after 3-4 months.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And the twins. Although we don't know
Twins?
yet if they're boy or girl.
Twins?
Oh my god!
Jesus.
Or both.
Good God! Twins! I'm going to be a father to 2 tiny babies! Breathe, Luke! Breathe!
Goodness, Luke, I'm the one who's pregnant here, not you.
No, don't touch me! Stay away!
What the fuck?
Oh, Lee woke up.
A stream cuts off my amusement. A stream cut off.
Yeah, stream definitely cut
My
off.
stream cut off my amusement. And without thinking, Luke and I rushed to the foyer. Oh boy. What's going on now? I can't even stop because every time I try to, I think, okay, we're gonna stop here, something else happens, and I'm like, what? I can't stop here! Like, what?
Keep going!
There stands a crazed-looking chief inspector trashing about as he tries to make it up the stairs while Johans holds him back. I'm gonna go ahead and save, because we haven't saved in a while.
Oh yeah, please save.
It's been a minute. Oof.
What is going on here?
Und tschüss. All the Schweinehunde must leave, including you, Chef Inspector. This one is very problematic and will not leave.
No, you can't make me leave. I need to stay here for her. I need to help her.
Oh, Rochelle?
What?
She's probably already at home, dearie. Or she might have already gone and skipped town. Who knows?
Oh, for the love of... There's no point talking logic in him. Lee, go home. You're drunk.
Can't you hear her crying?
Oh, he's talking about the lady in the cellar.
She was crying, just weeping and in so much pain last night. I couldn't help her. Drunk, sobbing bastard that I am. But my help. She needs my help. Tell your fucking stupid lapdog to let go of me, Luke! Or I'm gonna knock him down and I'm gonna knock the 2 of you down too!
Language! I've already dealt with your wife, so don't make me deal with you, Lee. Or I swear I'll...
Hana, enough. Don't stress yourself over him. It'll be bad for the twins. So go back to your breakfast and let me handle this, okay?
Are you sure?
Why wouldn't I be? Now, go ahead and do something less stressful.
Go ahead. And do nothing. Yeah, that's what she wants to hear right now. There isn't much to do, it seems, whenever I step up to the plate and try to take responsibility for something. Perhaps because everything is already being handled by someone hired specifically for that job. And with Johans overseeing the staff and Luke handling everything else as a whole, that doesn't leave much for me. I can't even take the job of delegation because all it takes is a word to one of the senior staff and everything will be taken care of for me. Moving in here a few days ago may have very well been the chore that took the most effort from me. That didn't take any real effort at all.
Yes, Hana, go buy a mansion in the middle of nowhere. Good idea. Great plan.
Great plan. Wonderful plan. Go buy a haunted mansion. Great plan. There are no dishes to set aside and busy myself with. Any mess left behind is now nearly non-existent. To sit on a counter while eating cake is supposed to be my next plan. Alas, there isn't even one to finish off, and I don't even really know what brought me to the kitchens in the first place. It's not like I'm craving anything else, nor do I have any unfinished business left there. But there's a calling to this room. Don't answer it!
Oh, go Zeller.
Speaking of calling, why not just do that? Might as well, since I have nothing else to do. At least that will require some effort on my part. With how cut off from the rest of Luxburn the mansion is, and with how long it was abandoned before we moved in, having a landline is out of the question. The solution's supposed to be our mobiles, though it isn't much considering how spotty the signal is in this area. It'll take a bit of maneuvering to get even a single bar as it is. It takes a bit, as I said it would. I have to park my rear on one of the cold drawers, but that suits me just fine. Another matter that needs my attention, needs my effort, is who to call. She who must not be named is certainly off the list. That doesn't leave much in the category of close friends who attended the party, along with the category of who else is awake at this early hour. But say, she doesn't know Rebecca's phone number, does she? I'd call Rebecca. But soon enough I manage, and the call goes through. Or Marianne.
Hello, Rebecca Gale.
Ah, she does! Okay.
Who's this?
Good morning, Becky.
Hannah? Oh, wait, how did you get my number?
That's what I was gonna ask.
You responded to your RSVP through the phone. It's all saved in here, of course. I thought I'd like to say hi and make plans and get together sometime. Also, I'd love to hear news about your mother and father and about you, my dear. Oh, I hope I didn't wake you up.
Oh, you're good. It's sports day at school today, so I was just prepping for that.
Figures that you'd be a teacher as well. I'm sure your students must absolutely adore you.
Don't know about that.
Mathematics?
History, actually. Anyway, it's real nice to know you've got my number. I was going to ask for yours because Mom wanted to keep in touch.
You could have asked, silly girl. I would have gladly given it to you.
Couldn't, though, because, well, the thing that happened. But really, I'm sorry, though. I gotta run. School, schedule, stuff. Is there anything else you want to say? Don't want to use the mobile while driving.
Oh, of course, of course. I shouldn't keep you.
Oh, that's always the worst. Like when you really, really need to talk to someone and they're busy. And you feel so bad because you're like, I don't want to keep you, but I also am dying over here.
But I wanted to thank you for your company yesterday.
Not a problem.
And for that other thing as well.
What for now?
For what you said to me, with what had happened.
Oh yeah, because we took her advice and not Marianne's.
It's been very helpful in...
Oh.
Oh, no.
Nuh-uh! The call starts to go static, much to my frustration. A strange clicking noise drowns out most of her words, too. I'm like waiting for a quick time of it to happen.
Keep your
Like
hands ready.
every time she shows up, I doubt she can understand what I'm saying. And the line completely dies. I can feel a headache coming on. It's just building up, starting from the light throbbing on one side of my head. Oh no. Oh no.
Get out of there. Get out
The
of
static
there.
is gone and that helps a lot, but there is still that incessant, horrible clicking. Again and again. I'm gonna save it. Again and again and again and again. Which doesn't make sense. The mobile's turned off, isn't it? And if it isn't coming from the phone, then where? It's behind you!
Next to you!
Oh, it's the hatch.
Well, yeah.
Looking about, I can't help but let my eyes be drawn to the hatch leading down to the wine cellar once more.
Oh, go down there.
Oh no.
No. Go.
Oh no!
Just leave.
So when the clicking stops, I could hear that crying, that familiar crying from before. What happened the other day when I was told that nobody should have been down there? I tried to forget it. I tried to forget it because of how it unsettled me, so... Yeah, I'd be unsettled too. Oh, one could hardly do that when I'm looking at the very thing I'm trying to forget. Somebody is crying down there again. But if I leave it alone, it simply won't stop bothering me for the rest of the day. They might have forgotten to lock it with the party going on.
This again? If somebody is pulling my leg, I will not be happy.
Leave, Hana.
Ho! Ho! No! Don't do it! Oh my god, I'm gonna save again. I don't want to do this. True enough, all it takes is a bit of a pull to open the hatch. As I look down to the cellar, a sense of uneasiness washes over me. Oh. So it wasn't locked this time. It isn't just the sudden onset of vertigo and nausea, but also the darkness. It's suffocating, and as I look down, it feels as if it's looking back at me. I worry that something will suddenly pull me into the deep. Cries down beneath the shrieks that start echoing in my head, high and shrill, like nails being dragged across a chalkboard. They're all screaming, shouting at me, and I can just feel her rage. Help me. She wants to drown me, drag me down and crush me in the very depths of darkness, till there is nothing left of me. Oh yeah, Murder Ghost doesn't care about locks at all. She's just like, whatever. The deep abyss waits for me, for my death. They're all calling for it. This is a nightmare.
You might want to get ready.
What? Oh no. Oh no. I'm not ready.
You're gonna have to get ready.
Oh no. There's a rope around my neck and I can feel the rest of me being torn apart. And they're still screaming. I'm screaming. Though it's not my voice that escapes my lips. Claws through, climbing up and forcing its way up to my throat like putrid bile. I choke and gag, yet I scream and shriek all at the same time. Single save file. I always use one single save file. We decided that we were gonna make the choices that we wanted and just let it happen. So, and I'm me, but not me. Wait, what? Oh no. No.
W.
I hate this. I hate this.
Okay.
Oh, I did good. Okay. Oh.
First try, you did good.
Oh, wow. That was like all over the keyboard, too. It pushes me down to my knees before I'm prone and vulnerable on my stomach. Makes me tumble, and I can just feel my whole body seizing, writhing on the floor. Everything and nothing hurts. Feels like I'm on the verge of death. And if I'm not dying, I nearly wish I actually am. Nothing, I'm just dying. Being almost murdered by a ghost, demon.
You know,
everyday things.
Why are you?
Brains.
That gasp, though.
That was terrifying.
Seeing Luke, something snaps back, and I am able to take a gasp of air out of my own oh my god. I'm like so worked up right now. My own volition for the first time in what felt like centuries. I would have rejoiced and cried for his name if the pain still did not rack my body. Aww. Aww.
I don't feel happy for this asshole.
But it's
at all.
Oh, but the CG is so pretty. Yes, I love Hana's voice actor. She does a great job, I agree. Instead, all I can do is stare listlessly as he comes to my side and lifts me up, cradling me up in his arms. He tries to get me to my feet, perhaps to take me out of here, but all he's able to do is get me to sit, make sure I'm not trashing on the floor. I can still feel my muscles spasm, limbs jerking like a puppet's on a string. Luke holds me tight and keeps me still, so that I do not hurt myself anymore. Whatever it is that happened, it has my mind feeling frayed and battered. Eventually, the pain dies down into a dull ache, and my own tongue stops feeling like cotton. It's only now that I can feel the wetness on my cheeks, tears streaking down my face. And a cough. A coughing racks my body, now that I don't feel like choking. And it just all feels so horrible. But I don't care. I don't care.
Please.
What happened here? Who did this?
The hell if I know.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Shh, it's all right. You're safe now, Hana. You're safe now.
Oh, that's where her thing ends. What?
Weird.
What? Damn. Okay, so now we're at Zach's. Wow, I'll wait for next time for Zach, but damn.
Yeah, now we
damn.
can stop.
I wasn't sure how close we were. So that's where it ends. Well, Isabel, at the end of Isabel, she was attacked, and then it just cut it off. And then, Hana's, she's just, I guess, you know, fine, but not fine. I also don't like that singing. That's disturbing.
I don't either.
I hate that so much. Can I look at the...
Yeah, branching tree.
Oh, no, I wasn't gonna look at that yet. I can't look at the CGs. That must be for the menu. Oh, thank you.
There should be the...
Thank you for following. I appreciate it. What?
Oh, the end of Isabella's, I think we were at the...
We were in
the firm company that she works at.
Yes.
And the ghost was there about to kill her.
Yes. Yeah, it just kind of cut off there, and I was like, can I quit to the main menu? That's what I wanted, yes. Wow.
94% on that one.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Now, of course,
we're missing one. Missing one.
Yeah. We made some, that's backgrounds, though. We did not do great on the CGs here. Though. That's such a nice CG, though. Like, yeah, he's an asshole, but that's so nice. Like, I love that. Yeah, you'd have to go back and do a ton of different choices. Like, I don't even know how all the branching paths work. That's a ton of stuff. Yeah, our achievements, like, look at all that.
Oh, yeah.
We've only gotten so many, you know. That'll take a while. It's so crazy. I don't think I've ever seen, like, I've played a decent bit of visual novels in my day. But I don't think I've ever seen a visual novel so, like, branching. Like, usually there's, like, you know, a few different paths, like a good one, a bad one, a neutral, sometimes a few others. But nothing that, like, this crazy. Yeah, it's pretty dang wild, but we finished Hannah's route, so yay! We'll have to get... Yeah,
oh
we
God.
finally get to start Zach's route next time, and that'll be fun. And then we have how many people left to go?
We've got Zach currently.
Zach.
Rebecca.
Zach, Rebecca, Ash.
And Luke.
And Luke. So we have 4.
We're only on chapter 3.
Wasn't there 7 of them? Hold on.
Yeah, there's 7.
Hold on. We did Isabella's. We did Hana. There's...
Zach's next.
Zach, Rebecca...
Or Marianne. Marianne. That's the other one.
Marianne. Okay, okay. I gotcha. I was like, I know we're forgetting somebody. There's 7 people here. Okay. Zach, Marianne, Rebecca, Ash, and then Luke. It's so weird that it ends on Luke. Like, that's so odd. But... I do find it interesting, like, how each chapter you get to take a different perspective. So it's like it's almost like a whole different game, like, because you're like viewing everything from a whole different way. It's really cool. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today. I've had enough scares, I think, for one night.
Many panic attacks today.
Oh my god, I've had quite a few now. Jesus. It's a good episode, man. I will
2 hours.
Yeah, I will definitely play that game, especially since it's free. That's nice. And then I will probably talk about it next stream, because that's really interesting that they did that.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did that.
I didn't either. That's cool. But we have the mega fan over here that told us, so good on you. I appreciate that so much. Yes. I actually like so appreciate indie games like this because there are so many different games that are so really cool, but and they were just made by, you know, everyday people that are just trying to make things, you know. I love seeing independent like companies and stuff make something this cool. Yeah, I know they're doing a Yuri visual novel and some other things, but I'm not quite sure yet. I was thinking about picking that up actually, but I'm also kind of broke, so I'll see where I am in April.
We'll be able to get it.
Yeah, it looks really good, like really, really good. But and if I do get it, I'll probably stream that one too. It looks really cute. But you gotta appreciate a good horror, though. But I do find it kind of interesting, too. They went from this game to, like, and the other stuff they do is, like, dating sim stuff. So, it's just kind of interesting. The, how, like, vastly different their other games are from this. But they're all...
At least they're branching and...
Yeah, but they're all visual novels, like, as far as I know, so... But visual novel genre is something I've really, really enjoyed for a long time now, so... Yeah, so... Alright, so I will call that a day, and we will pick up with Zach's route sometime soon. I might be streaming some other things in between. I still gotta work on a few other games that I'm working on, but we'll get back to this pretty soon, especially now that we, you know it works. So
sooner than what we've been playing.
Yes, much sooner now. The writing is consistently good. Yeah, I do like the writing in the game, actually, quite a bit. Alrighty, thanks to everyone for showing up and watching, and we will do this again very soon. So, bye!